Greece. It's a beautiful, very warm country with incredible sights, architecture, fauna, flora, history, and mythology. Many go there to sightsee, swim in the sea, fry in the sun, and rest away from their everyday worries. For me, it was not that. My second year in university is not worth mentioning, nothing happened. We had practice jobs to attend and pass, most of them were quite boring. Apart from one, I sacrificed my summer break in 2023 to have a practice job lasting all of 3 months in Greece. Together with JJ and another girl, Gigi, we decided to travel across Europe to pass practice for uni. The girls were happy beyond human understanding. I was not. JJ and Gigi had nothing to give up in exchange to spend 3 full months in another country. I, on the other hand, as you can guess, I'm a creative person and I need various outlets. I have to make things in order to be happy, okay? There was no way for me to take my setup with me, and even if I could do that, I wouldn't have time to use it. We were going there to work, pretty much every day, including weekends. My heart was shattered. You're probably wondering, Kata, why did you go there if you didn't want to? You're just complaining for no reason. Yeah. The answer is very easy, my friend. Money. After desperately trying to stop myself from ugly crying for all 4 hours of driving to the airport, we packed our butts into the flying tin can and took off. Both me and JJ were flying on a plane for the first time in our lives. Gigi travels a lot more than us, so she had experience already. It was beautiful. I loved every second of it. JJ almost fainted. I guess she doesn't deal with height very well. We arrived to Greece, Rhodos, when the sun was setting. We got picked up by a taxi driver who drove us to the hotel we were going to work at. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't mention what the job was. The job was waiting. Waiting tables. We were going to work as waitresses in hotel restaurants. The hotel was stunning. We were taken aback by how extra everything was. 5 stars expectations were met, no doubt. We had to wait there for a while until our new boss and managers come to greet us. They were very nice. Our main manager was more of a giant than a human. The authority he had over everyone else was almost frightening. Then they drove us to another hotel, the hotel we were going to be staying at for the next 3 months. It was late at night already, very dark, so we couldn't really see what the hotel looked like from the outside. There weren't any lights, which was weird, but we didn't pay attention. The only thing we cared about were beds and sleep at this point. The lobby was empty, with no workers, no furniture, apart from the main desk. Nothing really, but we shrugged it off. We somehow managed to drag our luggage up the stairs and until the end of the corridor, where our room was. Then they gave us the keys. We walked inside. The room was tiny. 3 beds were taking up most of the space, the curtains were torn up at the bottom, some power sockets were sticking out of the walls. Our managers didn't bat an eye. They showed us around the tiny rectangle of a room, told us to call them if something was wrong, and left. After we were left alone, we kinda just looked at each other and tried our best to not break down instantly. Gigi went over to open the small fridge standing in the corner to have a look inside. And oh boy. The fridge looked back right at her with thousands of teeny tiny bug eyes. She closed it immediately, but the stench marinating inside of the fridge for Greek gods know how long has already escaped. I don't even want to describe what the toilet looked like, but to put it lightly, even Shrek wouldn't want to use that. Oh, and they gave us no toilet paper. Needless to say, we texted our boss maybe 10 minutes after they left, listing everything wrong with that cursed room. He was very nice and sent back 2 managers who were supposed to resolve the issues. We nicknamed them right away, Becky and Angel Boy. That name was very ironic, by the way. They brought us the toilet paper we asked for, shrugged at the broken power outlets and told us not to use those, flushed the toilet a couple of times to let it clean itself, plus warned us to not throw toilet paper inside. Apparently some places in Greece have very neat piping and it's prohibited to flush toilet paper. Huh. And then the mini fridge. So yeah, we got a new one. Angel Boy probably lost in rock, paper, scissors with Ducky because he was the one carrying the mini fridge into our room. That was enough for one day. We showered and wanted to go to sleep. Another problem popped up. They gave us big, stiff, thick, and rough blankets. We yeeted them on top of the barely standing wardrobe and decided to not use those. The heat was too much anyway, but sleeping with no covers was not pleasant. I tried. They also gave us big towels. So, with the power we granted ourselves, we promoted those towels to be our blankets for the next 3 months. Good night. This is only the beginning, trust me. Grease Part 2 coming soon. I have much more to tell than just that first night. It was a good introduction. Next time I'll talk about my first experiences of being a waitress and how did we use our time there outside of work. Thanks for watching, have a cupcake, you're awesome, and see you in the next one.